knowledge. Attune. Man, just had a major download I wanted to talk to y'all about, just to remind y'all. You say you can't sleep? That's real, man. Social media, I love it. One of the main reasons why I love social media, because I'm a social person. Why am I a social person? Because I love myself. Reflections, I wanted to talk to you about life and how it works. Let me just tag that real quick. I said, please come to Atlanta. Man, I'm back in the States for good, man. I ain't going nowhere. I already made up in my mind that anywhere I go, you know what I'm saying, I keep getting brought back here, so I might as well stay. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna form what I'm doing here. You know what I'm saying? And we'll just do it like that, man, because ain't no way I'm gonna keep building something abroad and keep deporting me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, so I'm gonna do what I'm doing here. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I think I'm safer here legally, simply because in these foreign countries, they can't understand you, man. They don't understand it. They just be looking at you like you plumb fucking crazy. I don't know what it is. The universe moves in a certain way. So the universe no matter what the semantics are, no matter if they like, oh, the haters did this and they did that, and that, no, the universe is divinely moving. Everything is on divine timing. We could look at the semantics of a relationship of two people separating. The time was up. We can say they had an argument, they had a fight, but really what happened is the universe created a circumstance where they would repulse from each other magnetically. Just like when you come together to with someone, everything is in divine timing. Life already happened. We're just here to experience it, okay? But I wanted to talk to you today about life and how it works. It's very important that we understand these things. I like to talk like this because I like to remind you of what's going on, because sometimes we get so caught up in the mundane, everyday life, we forget what it is that is happening here, why are we here, how did we get here, and most importantly, where we're going. And there's a lot of distractions in between. It's always healthy to have these conversations to get you back on track on what reality really is and what's really going on. Okay? What we have to realize is when it comes to life, and I want you to take a moment and ask yourself something, man. Where are you? Where are you located? When I say you, first of all, we gotta understand who we are. Right? We gotta understand. And I'm gonna blow your mind in this video again, because I like to do this every now and then just to remind you, you know what I'm saying, of what's really going on here. So, what we need to understand is this. When you look at somebody, anybody, a human being, when you look at the face of a human being, what do you see? You see a face, arms, head, leg, right? Well, have you ever looked in someone's eyes and deeply asked yourself, where are you? Who are you? What are you? You know, we got these devices. We don't ask questions on how they work. start streaming, you know what I'm saying? We just start streaming, and we don't understand the technologies of how it's happening, how magical things are happening. And if you're like me, you're always asking, how the hell does that work? You know what I'm saying? I want to understand how that works. Like, the thing that can blow your mind is how Spotify works. You know what I'm saying? If you could figure that out, how music comes through your phone, and just figuring out how that works alone can let you understand how life works. You know, we don't even think about it. We just play our music on our phone. We just tap a screen, and we don't even think for one moment, how the hell is this music coming through my phone speaker when there's no tangible thing? It's just coming through. Right? You never ask the question, like, how is this happening? Even my voice coming through your phone right now is magical. It's happening, and it's so surreal that we don't even ask questions. And this brings me deeper into what I'm saying about humanity is, where are you? You know what I'm saying? Some people say we're spirits, and we're inside the body, and we're hosting this body. And there's some truth to that, but of course it's deeper than that, right? So I'm gonna make it simple for you. When you look at somebody in their eyes, and you're looking at them, you gotta realize that this person is not inside the body. Like, that, when you look at another person, you're truly looking at a reflection of yourself. And let me tell you, I know that sounds cliche, but let me break it down for you. When you look at your eyeballs, right? Your eyeballs are connected to some wires, right? These wires are called optical nerves. These optical nerves are connected to your brain and your nervous system. And so when you look at someone, you have to look at humans as robots. You have to look at these people as devices. Like, you got to look at these people as devices. Now, that's what we all are. We're like avatars. We're robots, but we do not exist in these bodies per se. We are literally programs running from DNA. Every cell in your body, in the center of each cell in your body, is something called DNA. And DNA gives us the expression of life. Life is nothing more than the expression of genetic code, right? So when you're looking at a person, what you're looking at is a program running genetically. The person's not inside their body per se, like we would think, like a spirit or anything like that. No. We are literally expressions of genetic code. Okay? So when you look at a tree has the same DNA as you, but its shape and form and purpose is different because of a genetic code. So inside of a tree, we find what? DNA. And everything is made up of cells. And these cells put together display a realm of existence. And when we look at life, we have to look at it genetically. We have to look at it genetically. Now, you might not be a geneticist, so you could read genetic code or understand why somebody's eyes are blue, or why certain behavior psychologically is there. But what CarbonNation, what I've discovered is that there is no difference between your genetic code and your astrological energy. As above, so below. So when we study the cosmos, what we're really doing is studying the macro, which is actually studying your genome. So if you don't know how to read your actual genetic code, you can learn, your genetic code is telling you what program you're running, basically. Your reality is nothing, and everything that you see, touch, feel, all of your senses are nothing more than genetic expression. Like everyone that you see in your life, you're from your parents, your reality is a holographic projection of a genetic code of your genome. Basically, the genes that are picked on your DNA, on each and every cell of your body, there's DNA. And inside that DNA, there's a certain amount of genes that are selected that give you your personality, your expression, the way you look. It's truly amazing to realize that life is nothing but code. It's nothing but code. When you figure out this code, it gives you a sense of power. I think that you become what is called God, even though we're God regardless, but you become conscious and aware. You become God when you figure out and become self-aware. That's why it says knowledge of self. Know thyself. Once you understand this, you become powerful, truly. In a sense of controlling your own reality. And when you have control over yourself, then you become a great influencer of others. Then you realize that everything that's happening to you is happening by you. And your choices that you make, we won't even call them choices because you're a program, right? And so your program's already happened, you're just experiencing it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so even your choices are the universe's choices. And here's the most spectacular thing about the whole thing is that you are literally, right, everyone else, everything else genetically, just with a different genome. So everyone else that you see is a parallel universe of you. So when we're arguing with each other, we're fighting with each other, you're only the universe broken into many different fragments of itself. Even in humanity, which is the most important part of the universe to us, right? Because we're dealing with ourselves through humanity. We're enlightening, we're becoming to know and understanding ourselves through each other. And we can understand ourselves through nature, what we call it nature, because nature is not separate from man. It's kind of hard to say nature and exempt man from nature. That's just ignorant, right? So because man is a part of nature, you cannot separate man from nature. So when we say nature, we're ignorantly saying that. We should call it something else because it's kind of hard to say nature, the word nature, and exempt and make humanity exempt from that which is. And that's a problem when we're talking about nature. Even insane nature is blasphemy because, you're separating man from nature and it's impossible to do so because we are all part of one thing. You know what I mean? And we're just in a different expression of that thing. You call it God, call it the Almighty Oneness, Allah, whatever you want to call it, it's just everything. You understand what I'm saying? And we're humanity, which is just a genetic expression of a kind of cell that makes up an organism, which is ourself, on a macro level. On a macro level, if we just zoom out of everything, it would just be you. That's it. Everything is you. You. Me. Everything is vibrating on different frequencies of itself. And this is the most amazing part of, what I've discovered and what my message is that I bring. I know a lot of people see the drama and stuff and they like, I don't even know what this dude is talking about. There's so much drama around it. But truly, it just makes everything fun and exciting and keeps everything relevant. But the truth is, my messages that I give out are, truly phenomenal. Something to really think about. And I discovered these things by tapping into nature, literally. And nature made them more clear to me. When I say nature, I'm talking about, and again, remember, nature, you can't exempt it from man. I'm talking about, I don't don't even know what you would call nature outside of man. You know, what do we call it? The earth? You know, because we are the earth in human form. We could call it the earth, tapping into the sun, the earth, genetic code and food, and just the source of what we all are. Let's say that. Let's say the source of what we all are. Let's say that. Because it truly is the source. I mean, everything you eat, the breath that you breathe, everything, our resource is what we call nature. Let's just call it the source. Let's call it source, because it's the source. And it's funny that we don't recognize it enough. The air that we breathe, when I say the air that we breathe, it's funny we even say that, because we are the air that we breathe. You know, we like to separate ourselves from what is. And it's funny because we are what is. It's like you're not separate from the breath you breathe. You are the breath you breathe. You know what I mean? So it's like the breath we breathe. Like, who are we to separate ourselves from the breath that we breathe when we are the breath that we breathe? And it's all hard to talk about because there is no separation. And we're talking in subjectivity and separation. And it's just hard to really express it when you truly understand the fabrics of life and you really understand what's really going on here. You're like, it's hard to separate. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to separate, you know, you from your breath. It's hard to separate you from anything else truly and to really speak about it. And as you hear yourself talk, when you're in the higher self, it's like, wow, it's kind of hard to express things. You know, because when we express things separately. And just speaking about things is, you know, it's pretty difficult to keep an awakened mind. Actually, as we talk, we're talking in separation, which perpetuates our own ignorance and sleep when you really think about it. It's like, and even when I'm talking about and even when I'm saying what I'm saying, it's still ignorant. You know what I'm saying? So try to keep up with what I'm saying here. I'm not trying to confuse you. I'm trying to make it as clear as possible that there is no separation, right? And that humanity is just a genetic code expression of the source. So I got my knowledge through, well, it was always in my genome to have this knowledge. This is my purpose. It is a part of what I've come here to do. But accessing it, for me, and it's not no cookie cutter thing. You have to be genetically inclined to understand the things that I'm talking about. You know, on the level that I'm talking about it, is I was able to go out into nature, drink the water, pure water, get sunlight, eat the fruit, soak up the sun through my melanin, and able to awaken myself this way. You understand what I'm saying? To even have the notion to understand to go do that, to plant my feet and sleep on the ground, and earthing and grounding, and how that connects the body as the organic computer that it is. And when we understand computers programming, we can clearly start to understand how humans work via the earth, because the earth is like the motherboard of this body that we have, which we call the avatar, which is really, all of this is just a projection of our mind. But just to understand the semantics and the intricate details of consciousness, as far as it being separated into reality and how it works in detail, is really phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? To be able to talk about this and articulate it in a way that, you know, people from where I come from can start to understand it. And so this is what my original message is, you know, just waking people up to what reality truly is, and talking about these things. And, you know, I'm not known just for drama. I'm known because I'm a person that has a very important message. And then comes the semantics of my personality, my Leo moon. You know, my personality comes in and becomes shit to myself, and I'm like casting spells, you know. But I want to wake everybody up in this moment to realize where you're located, how life works. You are a genetic program running, and that is your astrological energy. This is what I discovered on my journey. I've got all the knowledge now, because I went out and got it. I can come back and teach it to you, but even in teaching it to you, you cannot intellectualize what is to be experienced. I can give it to you intellectually, and that will give you a great sense of awakening, but it's nothing until we tap into our own experiences, you know. And even then, you need a guide, you need a teacher to express to you and explain to you the things of some of you not going to have it come so clear to you. You're going to have it come and really subjective, abstract messages that can be confused, and most people do. They don't know how to articulate what they experienced, and so it takes a special kind of one of us to be able to articulate what our minds are experiencing, because we can clearly start to subjectively rationalize these experiences, and it becomes sci-fi really quick. You understand what I'm saying to you? So you gotta weigh it out, and you know, that's one thing that I'm good at, is expressing it in a way that makes it clearer than ever. Like the things that people are experiencing, you know, when I express it, it's like, wow, that makes perfect sense. That's way more logical and reasonable to explain than, you know, this dream that I had that was abstract, and I had this experience, this out-of-body experience, didn't really know what was going on. And then there's other people out there that are abstractly explaining what goes on, and they don't really understand it. They don't understand the technologies of it. And, you know, Nature Boy was able to just break that thing down and let me understand what it was, so I won't be out here on some fanatical, you know, subjective thinking and hocus pocus, spooky dooky. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be spooky dooky. I want to be punctual. I want to make sure that when I explain it, it makes logical sense. And there's answers for all of the phenomenons we see and experience. You know, so it's just amazing, you know, and I've been blessed to find, you know, these young people that's come along, you know, which we organized it, because let me tell you, on this journey I started out, and it was just a madhouse everywhere I went. I started out with a more liberal approach, where people just came along and came into my home and did whatever they wanted, and in the beginning of my journey, and it was chaos. You know, there was like, I had hundreds of followers come to me, and people were turning against each other. There was in my own home, in my own space. I took the liberal approach as far as, you know, live and let live, man. You come along, hey, do your thing, you know what I mean? And then there was so much chaos. And then after a while, I started to understand, hey, look, man, this is my space. If people are going to come in here, we need to get organized. You can't just come up in here with, people were coming with voodoo books that they didn't know how to practice voodoo. People were showing up with, ashes of their dead relatives. It was all kind of weird shit in my house. And it was like all these spiritual people were coming in. There was no organization. Food rationings were crazy. We didn't have no financial stability. I had my money, you had your money, and then the people was just all over the place, and there was no organization in it. And then it got serious when I'm going into the refrigerator, my food is gone because somebody ate my food, or there's people's children around that I don't even know, especially knowing what happened in Malachi, York. And so I had to start organizing, because people were turning against each other. Like, there was so many people in my home at once that people started to turn against each other. It's like this group over here was fighting against this group. This is all in my home, and these people I let in my home so that I could teach my knowledge, or just, in the beginning of my journey, I was just wanting to meet like-minded people, and I was just like teaching, and they were like teaching what they knew, and we was all sharing. But then it became like, wow, like these people are just coming along, and we need to organize, man. Like, come on, man. Like, it was just chaos in my own home, in my own life, and I realized I need to get organized quick. And so this is where the organization of my own life, when people were coming into it and they want to follow, and I was like, that's cool, because I'm a social person. I've always been a social person. I don't mind us coming together and pulling our resources together and doing it like that. But you guys can't come in here and just be dirty and be pooping in the toilet, don't flush it, and there's no rules or regulations, and there's nothing. So I organized what I was doing. I upgraded what I was doing, and I got rid of like a lot of leeches. It was people that were, I had got $300,000. I was literally taking care of people. My money went to making sure everybody had what they need. People were lit. I was giving people money, and I went through all of that, and that's what made me organized. You know what I'm saying? When I first started out, somebody gave me $300,000. I'm not a guy that was big on Babylon bucks, so I literally used that to help others get out of Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was flying people out. I was trying to help people get in tune with nature. Here, eat this fruit. Here, go out into the river, bathe. Like, yo, man, this is really cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was, trying to look out for people just genuinely, and, people, are who they are, man. Like, and I'm not judging people. I'm just saying, like, it just was chaos. You feel what I'm saying? And I ran through that money, and I learned very quick to get organized, whatever I'm doing, and weed out the leeches. Because there was a lot of people that leached off of me. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was I started organizing what I was doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, getting rid of people I have no use for. You know what I'm saying? And formulating people that I can utilize, rather than people just coming and taking more than they can give, or just running away from themselves in some kind of way. And I've been perfecting this. And then what you're really experiencing when you see the tribe, like stuff that's happening with Joy, it's just weeing out the weak. You know what I'm saying? In my crew, like, you know what I mean? Like, after a while, anything that's weak is gonna fall away. You know what I'm saying? So, I kept organizing and getting rid of just anything that's weak, that's not going to serve what we're doing, as far as, putting this knowledge out to help people awaken. All I'm doing is, with my own life, is organizing it. People want to come in my life. I don't mind it, because I'm a social person. It's same thing online. I don't mind you watching my life, because I have nothing to hide. I'm actually trying to help people. So I don't mind talking to you. You know what I'm saying? It's just that people demonize things. People for content, to create content, they'll start demonizing things and making up things, and and it becomes first it's like, are you serious? And then it's like, it becomes real, and it's like, oh yeah, call the cops. And it's like, what? And they start playing with your life, and before you know it, they investigate, they realize there's nothing there, and they let you go. But it's a real inconvenience. Be still understanding that it's all divine. And like I said, I'm upgrading, I'm perfecting this as I'm going, and the universe is perfecting this through me as I'm going. I'm learning that I'm probably more safer in the United States territory than anywhere else because of my trolls. But I do know that my trolls are actually invoking and the universe is using all of this to guide me exactly where I'm supposed to be. So I'm not really looking at it as too bad of a thing, because I know that everything is divine. And so, like, I'm here for the ride. Like, I'm watching and learning as I'm going, and everything that's happening is like, wow, I'm experiencing this, and I'm on this ride, and I'm just taking a ride, and all I have is my heart. All I have is my pure heart. All I can do is come from the pure place that I come from and continue to teach my knowledge that I came to bring, man. I came to bring a message, and I'm doing that, and it's been effective in good and bad ways. So, you know, in my life, in my personal life, people want to come through and like, yo, Chief, I want to come, or whatever they used to call me, Nature Boy or whatever. Hey, man, I agree with you, man. I'm about to team up with you. Cool, that's fine. You can come in, bro. Like, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to organize my life just like anybody else would. There's going to be rules. There's going to be regulations. There's going to be organization. We should be way organized if we're wise and we're smart and we let's organize this. And it's funny, I was in the military, and so I knew how effective being organized would be. So I created a tribe organization where it's like, where people call it a cult, but it's just me being organized in my life. That's all. You wouldn't call the military a cult. You would say they were organized, that they were a machine. They was making sure that things, you know, were neat and clean. When you were living with a group of people, man, 16 people, you have to ensure that everything stays clean because people become dirty, disease, and filth. I can't have that. I have to be organized with it. So everybody in my team now, in my life now, I'm utilizing in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure that no one's a leech, no one's taking more than they give. I want to make sure that everybody is clean. We are organized. We eat at a certain time, and so when you look at it online, it appears to be like, oh, this dude's bossing people around, man. He's still no. It's just that in my life, I've learned to organize this thing. You understand what I'm saying? You have to organize whatever you're doing, because if you don't, there's going to be chaos in your life. This is my personal life. I don't mind you entering, but we have to be on one accord. This is a business, in a sense, because we're family, and family is business. So if we're family, then we're business. Let's move smooth. Like anybody that's functional, let's organize. Let's do this for real. Number one, I'm the captain of the boat. This is my life. You came in, cool. That's fine. You know, you came in here, you was inspired by me, so I'll name myself Chief. I'm the captain of the boat. And then you guys would be my master teachers, and we sat down strategically and organized it, man. And people automatically are like, it's a cult because it's organized, which is fine with me, because if that's the case, as long as I'm organized and this is functional, I feel better about that rather than it being chaotic and y'all like, what the hell is this? And it's nothing, you know what I'm saying? When you look at CarbonNation, when you look at the immortal people with the name that are really CarbonNation, that have immortal on their name, when you go to our pages, no matter what people talk about, if you go to our pages, we're organized as fuck, bro. And we're talking about knowledge of self. We're not hurting anybody. We're not harming anybody. We literally are talking about knowledge of self. And if you just do, that's all that anyone that would investigate upon us would do. When you look deeply into what we're doing, you just look at the pages, man. We're not hiding, you know, what we stand for. I mean, even if we're a cult, we're a good cult. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about knowledge of self, man. We're talking about reality. We're talking about quantum physics, biology, astrology. These are the things that we're talking about. Yo, what's going on, True?
We switching.
Oh, y'all switching out. Okay. You good, bro? You good to drive?
I was knocked the fuck out. I forgot I was asleep. Bro, I had what the fuck kind of dream did I have?
You probably had a dream with me talking in it.
Man, I swear I did.
And you was probably like dreaming about the things I was talking about.
It was like, bro, you are my higher self, bro.
That's a factory.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah. That was like, yeah, sit in that. Like, nigga, let's go. Time to drive. Yeah, like you need to go to sleep, right?
For real.
To that, like, just straight. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Mind blowing. But I'm trying to tell people how this happened, and as it's happening, because it's happening to me, rather than, you know, something that I organized or strategically did. I just basically was basically trying to like share knowledge, and then people came along, and I was, you know what I mean, and it had happened over time that I started organizing it, because it's like, yo, bro, we got to get organized, we got to get militant. And so when people see it, it's like, yo, this is a cult leader. No, it's not a cult leader. It's a dude out here just sharing knowledge, and people come that are like-minded, and he's organized it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the police organize what they're doing. The military organizes what they're doing. Anything that's functional, every business, nature organizes. Every business, McDonald's organized. It's a franchise. Everything that's functional is organized. Your car, it can't even work unless it's organized and has every component doing what it's supposed to do. So all I did was organize what I was doing, man. It's not a crime to teach about quantum physics and to want to be in tune with nature and awaken people from where I'm from that are poverty stricken, and to give them the knowledge that they're not getting, and break it down from them, from a demographic. When they see me, I'm a nigga, man. You feel me? And I'm rambunctious. I'm over the top.
But you gotta be.
I wanted to be hood. I want to be the hood guru that's teaching about quantum physics, astrology, biology. I want to be that dude. I want to be the guy that's like, yo, this dude from Harlem, yo, this dude from Georgia, this dude from the hood, and he's doing all this. He was a stripper. He was a bum. Look, he was whatever we were, whatever we do as our people. That was me. I come from that struggle. I stem from that. But I'm the top knowledge out here. And when you look at the top knowledge of consciousness on the internet, when you start to get into quantum physics, quartz, we're talking about top knowledge. Look at this dude's talking about this stuff. Even though he came from that, he came from poverty, he came from nothing, crack smoke. Look at what he's talking about. Look at what he's doing. And that's the greatness in it. But because we hate ourselves, we demonize it. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool, because that's working for me as well. You know what I'm saying? Because number one, what I realized is that these foreign countries that I was going to, they couldn't grasp what the hell was going on because they didn't speak English. In America, immediately as we talk to the police, they're like, we understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get it. There's no crime here. And they let us go. So these people, my immunity is here. So only place I could go to as far as tropics is Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's going to be the goal. The goal is Hawaii, because it's Hawaii or Guam. You know, whatever I can get to in the tropics that is USA territory, then that's cool, because I can actually explain myself. When you come to these Spanish countries, you try to explain yourself, you can't even explain yourself, because they're like, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Right, shut up. When we talk to the police officers here in customs, when we got pulled over in customs, and they just investigated us, it's like they get it. Like, you start explaining, they're like, right, we understand, cool, all right, cool. We're not Mormons, we're not none of these other people. We're just literally talking about life and spirituality, dude. Like, we're talking about, you know what I mean? Look at, all you have to do is look on everybody that is Immortals page and go down a timeline and see what we stand for. It's not rocket science. It's not much of an investigation. Even if you investigate us, all you're going to see is that people took our life, took mistakenly things that we said, human behavior, people said things that were exposing. Like my man right here, he was like, yo, he told something that was vulnerable to him that you would only tell a counselor, right? And he said it publicly. You know what I'm saying? And the public took it and demonized it. You know what I'm saying? But beyond that, and people want to say the reporters, right? And it's funny that you said you're a reporter, because there is no reporter that stays on one person all day, every day. There is no reporter that does that. That's called stalking. That's called bullying. It's one thing to do 1-2 videos about me every time a main event happens, like, oh, Nature Boy got deported. But it's another thing to every single day, every little thing that I do, you're you know what I mean, you're reporting about it, and that's stalking. You know, and no reporter does that. No professional reporters, not even TMZ does that. They only do the main events. They don't just go on one person's life all day, every day, because they know that that's against the law. And that's the difference between what TMZ's doing and what these channels are doing. These channels are literally bullying me. And the funny thing is, they the ones that calling the cops. And it's crazy because the United States of America is very smart. They're not stupid. You're calling the FBI, dude. The FBI is not stupid. The FBI is not stupid. They're going to do the investigation. They're going to clear. And the thing is that you're not even hiding the fact that you're trolling me. Because all they have to do is look online and clearly see all these videos of y'all stalking and distorting my name and distorting what I'm doing. It's against the law. And you're calling the law when you're breaking the law. And then when they investigate, that's cool. And that's the thing, it's going to fire back on them now. And I have their names. So I can clearly be like, okay, this person right here, her name is this, his name is this, and they're doing this all the time. And when I explain this, they're like, they're writing it down. Like, oh, wow, okay. Okay, cool. And now they'll do further investigation. They'll look on my end of the social media, and they'll look on your end of the social media, and then they'll put it together like, okay, this guy's getting hammered. He's getting trolled. These are trolls. You know, they're taking everything he do and making something out of it to create some content because they're making money on YouTube. That's illegal. First of all, you're stealing my content. Second of all, you're cyberbullying me. So, yeah, United States territory is definitely where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? We have human issues just like any other family, just like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to jail for human issues. You go to counseling for that. You know what I'm saying? So you're demonizing it and stretching it and bringing it out to be more than it is. And the funny thing is, I'm a very articulate person. The universe actually protected me. So I'm not afraid of none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? At all. Like, bro, and there's so much love that people send out. You know what I'm saying? There's so much love that I have that I cannot ignore the fact that my haters are a small group of people. Like, they're not even haters. They didn't hate me. They're just trying to survive. And another thing, like, I don't even think people hate me. Because it's impossible for you to hate somebody you don't know. You know what I mean? Unless there's something within you that you see, like with Latanya, she's like, I had a boyfriend that did me dirty, you know what I'm saying? And you remind me of him. And I'm like, bro, I'm not him. But you're dealing with some internal issue, you know what I'm saying? And you're taking it out some person that you chose to pick. Yo, that's abuse. And I feel sorry for you. You should get help. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not him. You're a lot like him. I know you. Just because you decided, that's sick, bro. And charges is going to be brought up on you. You're calling the cops and the FBI on yourself and don't even realize it because the FBI is going to do a thorough investigation. And when they do, they're going to realize, like, oh, this dude's being gang stalked. He's being fucking cyberbullied. You know what I mean? And that's against laws. Like, they're breaking major laws. And the thing is, they have their videos up, bro. I would start taking those videos down because you're calling the FBI. Don't let the FBI start doing investigation because they're smart. Like, yo, fucking motherfuckers are smart, bro. There's real crimes out here that they figure out. Like, it's no way do you think anybody is not going to be able to notice that does an investigation that you are cyberbullying this guy. Like, this dude's not doing anything illegal, and you're the one that's doing it. It's going to fire back on them, and we have all their names. So it's like, they better start taking those videos down, bro. Like, that's the first thing I would do. Once a nigga got my name, oh no. And they're doing it because they're making money. Whoever's going to drive, start driving. We can talk and drive. Please. Are we getting gas?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead.
That's all I was waiting on. I don't know what guys they were doing. You know who's actually.
So let's just fill up and just get out. Alright, so, yeah, so it's like. So, yeah, it's like.
13.
It's the craziest thing because when it all settled and done, we're clean in this whole thing. And that's why we keep getting let go. If there was any kind of illegal activity going on, we'd be locked up and it'd be the end of us. But we keep getting exonerated, and the only thing is showing is that we just need to stay here. Well, shit, just go to Hawaii. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's all. We just go to Hawaii. That's the tropics, and that's as far as we can get to to nature. So, you know, in this American soil, so, you know what I'm saying? Where else is there to go? You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's nothing to be afraid of when it comes to these people. There's nothing. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not doing anything illegal, and I'm more safe here on this territory than I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So, because the legal system here is going to do its due diligence to come up with something that sticks before they just fucking do you in. You know what I mean? And especially when there's so much substantial evidence of what I stand for online, man. I'm like, my whole YouTube, I got like 2,000 videos of me talking. Anybody that investigates me can clearly see what I'm on. It's not that serious, bro. You can clearly see what I'm on. So to go back to what I was talking about,
you live, Chief?
yeah, I'm live.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You made me cry. I want to talk to you about it.
Okay. Somebody said you want the videos down because I don't care about what. Listen, they can keep those videos up. Those videos are doing nothing but promoting me. I'm just telling you that, but it's dangerous for them when they're calling the police. I don't care. If I cared about those videos being up, I would clearly call YouTube, or I would contact YouTube and tell them that they're stealing my content. If I wanted those down, I would just easily contact. I can just report each channel and get it shut down just like that. Just like that. If I wanted them gone, they'd be gone. I feel like they're promoting me. So like they're like my promotion team. So I don't want them gone, actually. I just don't want them to criminalize themselves because they're gonna fuck everything up, because I mean, come on. It's cyberbullying, bro. That's what it is. Right, baby? Alright, so everyone doesn't have to call the police, but at the end of the day, they're supporting it. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is, that's the reason why you shouldn't make so many videos about me, because if the police get involved, you're going down with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But that's just how that works. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. The universe has us exactly where we're supposed to be. So CarbonNation gonna be on U.S. territory. We're not leaving here no more because we're protected here. And the thing about it is, when we're talking to the officers, the officers are like, yo, that's so smart. It only takes a little bit of brain for you to realize that CarbonNation, what we're doing is dope. Like, it's just dope, okay? We're not selling drugs. We're not even rapping about fucking bitches, and we're not even doing none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? The FBI is watching shit like that, like, you know, drug dealing, shit like that. Like, shit we got going on ain't shit. Right. But regular family shit. You know, family court type shit. Come on, man. So here's what it is. I had to organize my life like that, so you know that people that came into my life could not only would they take it serious, that what we're doing here, because I don't want nobody around me that doesn't take what I'm doing as serious. And so when you organize things, people take it serious, and they take themselves serious, and they take what we're doing serious. And so I made sure I organized. This is very important. It's very important that we organize. And whatever you're doing, it makes sure that it's functional. So what you're seeing that's what you're seeing when you look at us. You know, you're like, oh, wow, he started a cult. Oh, look at this guy. You can demonize it all you want, because a hater is going to do that. When you look at it for what it is, and what I did, what my intentions were, and what I'm doing, it's nothing demonic at all. It's actually smart. It's actually wise what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and so I'm here to, you know, put out high consciousness content, and that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what I do. And a mix of that, I am controversial. I love it. I like the controversy. I truly do. I truly love the arguments. I love the radicalness. I love it. Hey, my little monster's up. Baby. Baby, my little monster's up. She's up. Eliana.